Scorpio, welcome to November. This is your month. The sun is in your sign. We have a new moon in Scorpio on November 1st, trining Saturn, the planet of responsibility. I find you so intriguing, Scorpio. I have a couple planets in your sign. And I think it's so cool that Scorpio is not only associated to the scorpion, right? Every sign is associated to a symbol, all animals except for Libra, which is the scales of justice, right? But Scorpio, you're associated with the scorpion. You're the phoenix rising. You're a snake, specifically a water snake. You're also the eagle. You're also, I know I'm missing one. There's so many things associated with you. You're so interesting. Okay. Now, this is your month. The sun is in your sign. The new moon was a beautiful time for you. And this is all about fresh beginnings. This is all about releasing the old. And you know, you've got this. You live this every day. Okay. So you're going through a lot of changes because your ruling planet, Pluto, one of your ruling planets, is changing signs, and it doesn't do it very often, so it's a big deal. So you've got Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius, leaving behind Capricorn after 16 years, okay? So you're feeling changes. I say often that most of the people that end up in my reading room are Scorpios, Capricorns, and Aquarius right now because they're wondering what is going on. So I think this is going to be much lighter time for you as Pluto changes signs, but also this month, just knowing, you know, it's your birthday month for a lot of you Scorpios. The new moon was a great way to kick off the month. The sun will be in your sign until November 21st. You're this beautiful water sign, so you're trining the planets that are in Pisces, which are Neptune, the great healer, the planet of creativity, planet of illusion and delusion, and Saturn, which is the planet of responsibility in the sign of Pisces, which is such a funny placement for it. So there's kind of like this stepping back, retreating back, taking a look at what's important, what's of value, especially with our career and our creativity and our jobs and all that kind of stuff. So you have this nice trine there. And so we want to make sure you're getting the rest that you need, the retreating that you need, so you can envision things how you want it, because there is this fresh recreation of self energy with the Scorpio new moon. Now we all feel it, but you feel it the most, Scorpio, because it happened. The sun and the moon were in your sign on the 1st at 9 degrees. Okay. So if you're a 9-degree Scorpio sun, then that happened right there on top of you, but otherwise it happened in your sign. Okay. Now you have an opposition with Uranus and Taurus, and Taurus is a sign across from you. Okay. And Taurus rules our money, your own money, and Scorpio rules other people's money and combined monies. Okay. So opposite you, either your sun, your moon, or your rising, is the planet Uranus, the oh wow planet. Anything can happen in the sign of Taurus, which has to do with values. Some people just say money, but also it's ruled by Venus, so it could be relationships. And so the opposition, both sides want something. Okay. Now you also have a square going on with Mars, which is one of your other ruling planets. And a square is like this 90-degree angle. Mars is in Leo, the fiery sign of Leo. And Mars likes to move fast, and Leo, there's all this fiery energy. And it's your ruling planet, and there's a square. So we can't move too fast. You're going to want to, but there's kind of a slowing down for you. There's also themes about saving money, because with Uranus and Taurus across from you, anything could come in. So there could be great monies that come in, but there could also be big bills that come in. So make sure that you're saving. Okay. Make sure you're putting some aside. Now, Taurus full moon, November 15th. So that's going to be opposite you, Scorpio. All right. And the Taurus full moon will be trine Pluto. I kind of see you like coming into monies, but then I see you kind of like putting those aside, and then maybe an unexpected bill coming in, and then maybe like an unexpected another check comes in. Okay. So just enjoy that, but be prepared. Please get the rest that you need. All right. Please. Now let's see what your pre-reading had to say. Your first card that came up was the Ace of Wands. Ace is a 1, something new, kind of like the new moon. And Wands is passion. There's a new idea. There's a new creative venture. There's a lot of fire energy by the end of the month. Okay, so things start to get spicy. Let's see what else we got here. Your second card was the Queen of Pentacles, which she would be like the Queen of Money, Earth Queen, Queen of Value. And she's kind of almost like the Taurus full moon across from you. And so I just get like Ace of Wands, like there's always all these things we could be spending our money on. But the Queen of Pentacles is like kind of like secure your base. Okay. Then the Knight of Wands came in, who wants to just go have fun and live. And we know there's so much fiery energy by the end of this month. And he's the bad boy of the tarot deck, riding a unicorn there. So the Queen of Pentacles is surrounded by like, ooh, over here. Oh, let's do this. And she's going to stay stable and to concentrate on the important things like the home and the wallet, really. Your oracle card that came in is Moonlight Enchantment, and it says magic. And I don't think you can go wrong with that. Now, what kind of creature is that at the bottom there? I can't quite see it. It almost looks like a wolf. Okay, so there's your full Taurus moon in the background. There's magic here. It's beautiful. All right, so this is your pre-reading. Now let's do a live reading and see what else you need to know this month. All right, working with a few fun decks here. This is the Dreamy Moons Tarot, which is becoming a quick favorite. Very beautiful, very shiny. The Phantom Wise Tarot, based on the book The Night Circus, which is a favorite. Also have the Modern Witch Tarot, which you've seen me work with a few times now. It's kind of become a standard deck for me. And what else? Let's pick one out of the Modern Witch. See what you need to know this month of November. Birthday month for some of you. Birthday month for me too, although I'm a Sagittarius. All right, let's see here. Give you one more oracle. All right, let's see what you need to know here, Scorpio. First card is the Queen of Crystals. This would be the Queen of Swords. This is Queen of Big Business, Queen of the Mind. And she's not afraid to make the cuts where she needs to make them. And she usually is holding a sword, but it looks like she's holding on to some crystals there. So, royalty card coming in. That's your second queen. Okay, so what do queens do? They receive. Okay, so there's not like, it's almost like letting things come to you, even though there's going to be a lot of fiery push to go after things. Week number 2, we have the 5 of Wands, beating that piñata up there. 5 is a number of change. Wands is passion, or could be like what you consider fun. All right, interesting. There's a change with that. Got the 9 of Wands here. It looks like there's a lot going on and it's very fiery, okay? So I would say kind of stepping back from the chaos, stepping away from it, making the boundary, making the cuts where you need to make the cuts, and concentrating on the home and on what's of value, taking a look at your money. Stag Spirit Leadership. That's cool. Stag Spirit Leadership. All right. Well, you got a queen over here, Queen of Big Business. You got a leadership card there. It almost looks like chaos here with this 5 of Wands. And then the 9 of Wands. It's like almost like someone has to step up and be in charge. Okay. That might be you. So get the rest while you can and step into the power positions as you need to. Now, let's go week by week. For the month, we're going to use these great Golden Art Nouveau Tarot minis and go week by week for the month of November for you, Scorpio. See what you need to know. It's a powerful month. Okay, week number 1. 6 of Pentacles. So here's a financial exchange going on. If you're waiting on some monies, it looks like they're being received. holding the scales of justice there. Looks like things are being purchased. Coming in underneath the Queen of Swords, so maybe some funding is coming in, or maybe you're having to spend some money. We know money's a theme for you this month. Week number 2, we have the Lovers card. This is the first time the Lovers shown up in any of my November readings. Now, this is Adam and Eve, and they are in the garden, and they go and eat from the apple because the snake convinces them to, and that would be Scorpio. And this is really a card, it's a Gemini card, and it's a card of choices, okay? And so coming in under this 5 of Wands that we felt like was a little bit of chaos, there's choices to be made, okay? And you're the snake, really. All right. Giving people choices. Week 3, the Strength card. So you got 2 major arcanas in a row, week 2, week 3. This is our card of the year this year. This is card number 8, 2024 equals 8. Fire card, Leo card, right? We have Mars, the planet of action in Leo. So we want to get really healthy, selfish. Say no where we need to say no. Week 4, this is the week of Thanksgiving, and you have the 4 of Pentacles, holding on to his money, holding on to what's important to him, holding on to what's valuable. I've been saying in almost every reading to keep politics out of the dinner table on Thanksgiving. Hold on to what's yours, hold on to what's precious to you. A 4 is a pause number, pause and savor, and also like kind of just not spending too much over that week, okay? I know it's like Black Friday and all that, but remember, we're going to be in a Mercury retrograde by then. Mercury rules merchants, it rules roadways, it rules delivery of information, it also rules the trickster. So please do not spend a lot of money this especially in a retrograde and Mercury retrograde in general, but it's showing up for you specifically in that last week, okay? So interesting month for you, Scorpio. I'm going to push these cards to the side, and we're going to use the charms and the dice to see some power days for you this month. This huge bowl of charms here. Mix these up and toss them over. Just kind of tossing them everywhere. All right, and let's see what you need to know here. So we got a few things up at the very top. The word them, the letter V, this dice, which looks like it fell with a wand, the symbol of 1956, founded 1956, Marvelwood School, that keeps showing up, letter P, VP, Vice President. I said I wasn't going to get political. PB, peanut butter. This is St. Christopher here, and it says, be my guide, and I am a little blind. Oh, it says, on land, on sea, in the air, hold us safe. Okay, so there's something here about traveling. Okay. Now, on the 4th, we have a snake. That's you, Scorpio. The 8th, we have a letter E. We have a B over here on the side here. So the word B, just B. Now we have a corkscrew here on the 12th. Maybe you're celebrating something. The 13th, we have the letter L. We have the word like lens. We have a T. Bent, vent, pent, lent. Letter N on the 19th, and a guitar down here on the 25th. Not like a super lot of activity here, Scorpio. And I think part of that is because you're supposed to lay low. Okay. Yeah. Them's like letting others. Okay. B. Just B. All right. Now, a couple other letters fell to the side here. We had an M and a J. And this is like a little guy directing traffic over here, okay? All right, now we're going to roll some dice to give us more information here. And we rolled Scorpio, of course. We rolled the moon in Scorpio in the 10th house. Okay, So we know the moon's in Scorpio right on the 1st because we have the new moon in Scorpio, right? And the 10th house is Saturn's house, and that new moon in Scorpio was trining Saturn. So there's some things here. There could be things about like, how do you feel about your work situation? How do you feel about your traditions? Those kind of things, all these Capricorn kind of things, 10th house. The moon in Scorpio is a very sensitive time. People who have moons in Scorpios tend to be really hard on themselves. They can really analyze to the next degree. They can really nitpick things. It's a tough position for the moon, okay? So, because the moon's kind of like your soft, feminine, comforting energy, psychic energy, which is very psychic in the sign of Scorpio, but sometimes a little bit hard. And the 10th house is like Saturn, that like banging your hand on the table energy, Saturn. So go easy on yourself this month. There's not like a ton of activity. See the word belt. There's not a ton here for you to do. Okay. I get a lot about resting and comforting. Okay. Now, let me give you some power days based off of the dice that you rolled, okay? So you rolled the moon, first of all, and the moon rules the sign Cancer. And we know that the moon will be in the sign of Cancer on Monday the 18th, which you have the letter T, 3:50 a.m., through Tuesday the 19th, where you have the letter N. You have the word 10 also. And into Monday the 20th until about 8:51 a.m. Okay, so those are power times for you. Those would be really good times for you to sleep. Any little extra sleep that you can get while you being a water sign and the moon being in water signs, okay? You also rolled Scorpio, and like I said, the moon will be in Scorpio. It goes in on Halloween, and it's there through, the Day of the Dead and All Saints Day. Again, through, I think it's All Souls Day the next day, which the moon will continue to be in Scorpio until Sunday, the 3rd, 1:19 a.m. All right. And you rolled the 10th house, which is Capricorn energy. So we know, where will the moon be in Capricorn? The moon will be in Capricorn starting on November 5th, our election day, 10:17 a.m. The moon's in Capricorn. All right. And then through the 6th and the 7th until 5:58 p.m. I'm really, really just getting a lot of rest vibes for you, Scorpio. And so take it, enjoy it, save your energy, and save your money. Thanks for joining me, Scorpio.